Hi, everyone. We are, excuse me, we are going to do pick a card for love. I had just done a pick a card and I left it open and it was spiritual messages that wanted to come through. So I highly recommend you check that out. I actually put that in the title. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to come back. It's Sunday. I normally don't work on Sundays. I spend that time with Sam, but there's a game he's watching that I'm not really that interested in. I'm waiting for the Steelers. So we're going to go ahead and do a pick a card for love. This is for love. We're going to use the Mother Mary deck. This is an Oracle deck. We're going to do 3. So 1, 2, or 3. What I recommend is close your eyes just for a minute or two and see what number comes to the front. It's funny, like I'm getting 3. And I feel like once you get that number that comes to the front, stay with it. We don't read those in reversals. Look at that. It just wants to keep turning. It's turning right towards you. One more. I often think about having these ready before I hit record, but I just feel like you'd rather see it naturally come out. So thank you very much. Be curious to see what this one is. Okay. To add in our next card, we're going to do 3 cards, and then we're going to use the Crystal Vision for clarifiers if needed. Trying to speed the process up a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Looking for 3. Remember, this is about love. Whether you're in it now, or maybe it's coming your way. One thing about love, you can say, I have no one, and then tomorrow you meet someone, and they become your person. Just be, I don't know, open. Okay, one more. Cosmic Tarot. I find this deck to be romantic. It's one of my favorites to use in a love reading. I still have 90% of my decks in Rhode Island from where I moved from. Just with everything going on, I didn't want to put extra stress on my daughter to send out my boxes. They're ready. And I have to say, I'm missing them. Interesting. How 3 wants to take extra cards. That doesn't always mean good. So don't change your mind if you didn't pick that. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with number 1. Blessings. Today, I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts come to me from God. The new gifts that come to you from God. I feel like this is talking to those who may not have love in your life right now, and that's probably why I said what I said earlier. I'm noticing like the awakening energy. Let's see what else we have. We have the Two of Wands, very wobbly, but that's a new beginning. And then we have the Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay. First of all, the Two of Wands is looking back, connected to the Five of Cups, which is energy. It's this is my choice, by the way. This is a man-made type of thing, but I feel like this is me missing someone. But I may be looking at, maybe I think it could never happen again, or, well, let's talk about it a little bit more. Five is about change. So something wants to change. Number one, what it says is look at how if this is you wanting someone back from your past, um, see where your focus is at. If it's focused on like kind of woe is me type of energy, instead of the energy of believing like all is possible, especially when you have Mother Mary here with blessing, right? All is possible, all in its due time, right? At the right time kind of thing, almost like temperance is here, right? Divine timing. So, anyways, the Five of Cups talks about two cups that have yet to be discovered. Um, and then I'm looking at that Two of Wands. It's almost like this person is thinking of going on. Let's just call it an adventure. I can see the ships. He's not quite looking at them, but I can see the ships. You have the ships. Look at this poor card. You can see the ships off to the side. That's a blessing, right? This person is walking right towards their blessing. Again, this is love. So, this could again be like, I'm at the right place at the right time. Um, but I got to be open, right? Because, when you start with the energy of like a blessing from God, let's say, um, you've got to be open to receiving it. Okay, let's just look at this. That's weird. Okay, this is a different deck, but it happens to be with this deck, which is the Ace of Wands. So some of you are wondering whether to go ahead and take this adventure. I feel like this talks about a passionate desire, right? This is a new path where my desires, my passion is what's leading me. It's really what's leading me. This isn't a time when I'm in my head. I am allowing that fire in my belly to lead me here. So, clearly, that wanted to be part of your reading. And we will take it. Alright, I think what do I want to look at? I think look at that. We have the Two of Wands. Okay, my whole deck's in reverse, so we're going to flip it. So we have the Two of Wands on Blessing. Huh. I think this is talking about your belief system. And have you given up on your own passionate desires? Where is your energy at? I feel like what it's saying is just look at this. Look at what you're focusing on. If I'm focusing on the woe, however, I really do want this person back, this is saying, change that around. Focus on your desire. I think that's the word. Focus on your desire. And, it's coming right under blessing. What is God? It almost feels like when God says, then I shall deliver it. Right? But I got to focus on my own desires. And it can talk about, like, truly soul desires. Not done yet. We have the Hangman. Makes sense. So the Hangman, sometimes he takes his good old time. This could be that other person. Maybe they are, there's something that they, even if you don't know this person, you know, we know that this is under divine control. We really can let go of control here, I feel, because I feel like this is really saying is if you allow that fire in your belly, and you follow that, I feel like it takes you right to whoever is within that Two of Cups that is yet to be discovered. But I know it's divine. So I feel like the Hangman is just talking about patience. Like it's coming. Um, you know, but you need to also be there, right? You need to be in that energy to attract that energy. So this Hangman can be a symbol to you, like you can't go forward yet, right? You're still on. You haven't healed or examined why those cups have fallen over. Because remember, there's a gorgeous. There's a beautiful lesson in it. Um, that truly allows what does it do? It allows you to close a certain door, and sometimes that can just be an emotion and move us into something new. This Ace of Wands clearly wanted to be in this reading, and it is about starting a new path, and it's a path of your desires. So I feel like that is where I'm going to leave that. Today I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. Looking right at that energy. Some of you, this is just talking about your belief system. Trust, and I think I should just leave it there. Okay. Interesting. I kind of love it. Of course, I kind of love every reading. Alright, so there's one. Why are these decks all here? Let's go to 2. I will timestamp these, by the way. Trust. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. Look at that. And then the Hierophant. Let me reread that. I know that God, even if you can say source, whatever you need, whoever it is, you feel is your higher power. To me, it is God. I know that God, in His infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. And then you have the Hierophant. 2 of Wands. Very interesting, right? Because, like I'm almost wondering, if I have someone in this pile, but I also, and then I have their other half in this pile. It's very interesting. Anyways, let's look at this. So, the Hierophant's in the middle of that, and the Hierophant's about your belief system. Making sure it's intact, right? Because, wherever you're heading in this, on this path, because this is something new also, it's the same. It's also like, maybe this Ace of Wands here is for everyone. Did come out by itself. So again, this is about keeping your belief system close to you as you head into the next journey. Again, trust. I feel like, once again, I can kind of let go control of this. The Hierophant is the card of Taurus, by the way. Alright. Let's take a few cards. Let's go a little deeper. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful. So, that energy of trust brings out the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, I just think that's kind of powerful. This tells me a few things right away. It tells me, because we're only talking about love, And I keep seeing that too, by the way. That's partnership. There's, oh, I thought that was a two. That's not a two, but there's more twos. Anyway, I feel like, as you move through this journey, what it's showing me is ultimately trust what? Your prayers are being answered. What are like, what's the prayers? I want a secure, stable, family, lover, um, I don't, it's almost like, I hate to say this word, but it's like, I don't want a bum. I don't want someone lazy. And I shouldn't be saying, I want. Because this is really about trusting divine in what will be coming, right? Because it's saying, trust, right? I know that God in His infinite wisdom and love is answering my prayer right now. Well, here is the Ten of Pentacles. So it feels like an answered prayer. We have the Death card coming over the Hierophant. I'm really kind of reading them all together. This could talk about, a closing of one door so another door can open. We do have the two here that follows that. Okay, what else do we have? Well, hello, Four of Wands. So, this is quite beautiful. I love how in the beginning your prayers are being answered. Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this is something that, um, you know what I feel like right now? I feel like I get married, and I marry of someone who's got a great moral system, a great beliefs, right? Has a belief. Doesn't have to be the same as mine. Um, but there's a certain type of energy attached to them. And what I feel like is, whether you know this or not, I feel like it's almost like then you start the ball rolling, or maybe it's been rolling, but I kind of feel like you're starting the ball rolling of not just you, but your generations ahead of you. Almost like you will become the, what's the word I want to say? The one to look to, right? As it relates to love. That's the potential. This Two of Wands is looking out into the future, and here's the Four of Wands it brings out. This is about two people who want to commit to each other. There is no doubt. This is about two people who just know what they know, right? But before this commitment is the Death card. So I don't know exactly what it is for you. All it says is don't resist certain endings, because truly what's next, depending on your energy, um, is a blessing, right? Trust. Here it is. Wow. And then comes out the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory. And then we have the Moon. Could be a Pisces. Cancer is ruled by the Moon. We have Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know why I'm reading that all of a sudden. But look at this. I mean, with the Ten of Pentacles, with the Four of Wands, with the energy of victory. And what is it all resting upon? Your prayers, your letting go of anything that doesn't feel natural to you. And what I mean by that is, I feel like, maybe you used to pray a lot and then you just stopped. I'm not telling you to pray again, because I feel like you have to find whatever you have to find on your own. But I feel like this is definitely talking about, well, I feel like it's, maybe for some of you, what the clearing um, is within your belief system, right? I have the Moon here, which can certainly cast a shadow. Cast a shadow upon this, right? I don't know why. I should take one more under the Four of Wands, and boy, that just jumped right out. And there comes the Seven of Cups. I know they were supposed to be short little readings. I just can't help myself. So I feel like, for you in here, whether it's you or the other, I feel like kind of being stuck, kind of not making a choice in certain things within your life. Not necessarily tied to a lover, but just maybe your belief system, that type of thing. Maybe you gave up on it, and I feel like, and then from there, I make choices. I try to make choices about my future, but I need to see when I'm making these choices about my future, creating these new crossroads for myself. What kind of energy am I creating it from? Right. So I feel like that is why the Hierophant's like the Hierophant is connected to your back. So keep your belief system intact. Sometimes it talks about a sacrifice, like a little bit of a sacrifice. And here's a death card underneath that. So there may be something, and here's the moon where it's shadow a little bit, to get me to the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, which I don't know. Could it be any better? I mean, Four of Wands to me is it's the marriage card, but it's the marriage card because I can't imagine my life without you. Once I meet you, it's funny, you're starting at the two. So keep that in mind. So, anyway, you have the energy of victory. You have the energy of your prayers being answered, and then it's up to you to take that step. It's going to be up to you to take that step. I feel like if you close whatever this is asking you to close out, um, what are you doing? I mean, you're changing your energy. Um, I feel like, trying to make a decision in the Seven of Cups energy, which is chaotic type energy, emotional type energy, that's not really going to work for me. Over here, this is more of the Six of Wands, which is the opposite, or at the opposite end. That's the energy of confidence. Um, you know, um, it's an energy of people looking at you, up to you, um, for whatever the reason. Anyway, I feel like I'm letting this reading go too long. So ultimately, seven is about spiritual completeness. So that may be what the Hierophant is also talking about. You know, just keep an eye on your spirituality. Trust, right? Um, trust, trust, but let go of control of it. So again, I've said this often, like, it's not about, I want a dark haired Italian, and then this blonde guy or girl shows up, and wow, like, wow. It's the opposite of what you thought that you wanted. So keep that in mind. Okay, gotta let that go. And let's go into number 3. Well, this is longer than I thought. God. Well, all I can tell you is Source is very active in your reading, in all of them. I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and this situation. Wow. These are where the extra cards want to come out. With the Eight of Cups, we have the Four of Cups, we have Temperance, and we have Justice. Okay. Um, so, it feels almost like the same thing to me here. Um, Stepping out of the way, right? Eight of Cups is in the middle of this reading. Eight of Cups is about your emotional house. I feel like some of you have more time now than ever to take a moment and examine your emotional house. Make sure that it's clean, right? No cobwebs hanging around. Um, because, Eight of Cups is about moving out of that energy. And Temperance is here in your reading. So Temperance, card of Sagittarius, but connected to the energy of God. This is about divine timing, divine order. Justice is here. Card of Libra. Justice is about wholeness. You being whole. You being whole. Now, what does that mean, being whole? That means that your spirit, your soul, your human flesh, whatever you want to say, are all in balance. The shadow and the light within me. I'm not trying to bury the shadow. I'm understanding it, so when it does raise its head, which it always will, I see it right away. And then at that moment, I can make that decision. Do I really want to go down this road? I know where it's going to take me. Or, right? So, anyway, so justice is about making you whole again. I'm seeing the sun and the moon there. Some of you, this is twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine, both coming from the same energy, realizing their own strength within their energy, and then, right, the coming together. Temperance is saying within divine time, right, when all is ready. Temperance is like the Empress, right? I have to give something the time that it needs to be all that it can be. All that it can be. Especially if it's coming from source, right? Step out of the way. Clean up that emotional house. And then get ready. Okay. Let's take some crystal vision on that. I feel like some of you are like, Sandy, that's not fair. Reshuffle them. So I will. So the Eight of Cups is right kind of in the middle. And the 8 is about a new beginning. What's it moving to? It's moving to the 9 of Cups. And that is self-fulfillment. It's almost like Hierophant from the last energy. You getting back into your own belief system. And that may be God. That may be trusting. That may be faith. Whatever it is. But I feel like you're realizing, and maybe Temperance is saying, and this could be the other person too, like Temperance is saying, but my dear, your emotional house needs cleaned before it can truly be divine timing, right? Because that's what you want. You're not asking for someone who will give you heartache, right? You're asking for something of a high nature, let's just say. So I have to match that energy. We have to be in the same energetic field, so to speak. So I feel like this could be speaking to both, with the 4 here, saying the emotional house is where the cobwebs hide. Look at that. I see the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So some of you, this is about old pain that still exists. Should it? Well, ask yourself if it helps you. Look at this, the World. Well, that means you're entering into a very spiritual time, if you allow yourself. This is a time where, if you allow yourself, your intuition really can, well, let's just put it this way, become your GPS. It is what you trust. It's what you trust. I have a feeling that this love is going to happen in a way where I don't want to say like it feels like a miracle to you, but I clearly feel like you will know that this love was sent to you. You sent to them, so to speak. Right? Again, the World is something new. So, anytime we want, anytime there's new beginnings, we have to remember we have to make room for that. That means sometimes we got to go clean that house. We got to clean out that closet. Otherwise, there's no room. Okay. So the moon again keeps coming up in your reading. Here's the Six of Wands too, with quite a bit of shuffling. So, can you clean up that emotional house? This says yes. This gives you victory, right? This says yes. And then we have the moon. Some of you, I know there's Pisces out there. I feel like some of you are sitting in a time period in your life where perhaps you're bored. Things are different, let's say. Unsure what to do. I feel like what you're doing is you're connecting to a part of you um, that doesn't advise you correctly. Does that make sense? I feel like what this is saying is, again, the energy of I have to see what I'm focusing on. Because I feel like the danger in this reading is that I can get stuck in that Eight of Cups energy. And if I get stuck in that Eight of Cups energy, everything will feel chaotic, right? Emotions, I won't be able to trust them. Everything that's happened in my past will happen in my future. Why? Because that is what I'm thinking about. So that's the danger in this reading. And I'm saying it like that because, I feel like 8 is self-created. That means I'm responsible. Even if other people have tipped my cups over, I'm responsible. It's my house, right? To pick that cup back up, to look at it, see if I even want it. Maybe I don't. Anyway, short little reading. My last one was pretty good. It was 18 minutes, but we were way beyond that. Look at that, the Five of Cups. So for some of you, this may be someone of the past. So with the Five of Cups, I can see it. In the other reading too, do I not feel like two people are connected? Maybe they don't even know it. Okay. So, let's wrap this one up and say, Temperance is here. This is about letting go of control. God saying the same thing, letting go of control. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for holding. It was only a second to you, but not even a second. So anyways, and listen, if there's someone from the past and I don't know what they're doing, I don't know what's happening, I feel like, especially because I'm seeing the sun and the moon, let's say it's a twin flame, your energy, remember, you're connected. So your energy affects their energy, but maybe it affects it, right? Like, so they feel like you're feeling down and negative. So they feel that, but maybe they feel it in a different way. Like they feel it as anxiety and makes them afraid to move forward, or vice versa, right? I feel like Temperance is saying, what's coming to you, because again, God is saying, step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and this situation. So again, Temperance, divine timing. I can again let go of control. So I think this is the opportunity of someone from the past. In a way, I feel like both people are here, which can that be? Can that be? I don't know. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much. This went a little longer than I thought, but you know what? They wanted to be in depth, and therefore they are. And the Ace of Wands, just look at that. Came up by itself. Doesn't belong to any of the decks we use. Matter of fact, where is it? Way over there. Way over there. So, Ace of Wands. This is about me taking the ace and saying, you know what? I'm going to allow myself to have a new passionate experience. I'm going to start moving towards my desires. What do I desire? What do I desire? And then taking the wand, right? Stepping into the wand, taking the wand. You know, the wands can show themselves. They can be signs. But that doesn't mean we always reach out for them. This one, look at all the new growth upon it, sprouting out. So, don't know why I'm still talking. Otherwise, to say, I think love is in the air. Love is in the air. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for the beautiful support of my work. I don't know why I keep using the word beautiful. Thank you for supporting my work and my channel. I truly support it. Many of you do through donations, comments, likes, shares, subscribes. However, I'm just totally grateful for you. I think you're going to find your love. You just have to hang on. Maybe not. Maybe it's going to come right away. Anyways, love you guys. I will talk to you soon.